Well, there's no doubt about it. America runs on ports. And if you're doing business in the United States of America, there is a good chance your products or raw materials or even your fuel is being shipped to you through dozens of seaports up and down the coast of the United States. And according to the latest numbers, American ports are back up to pre-pandemic volume. But there's a danger lurking at the dock for port, the ships and your cargo. Every one of these massive vessels may be vulnerable to a cyber attack when they drop tie-up. And the longer a ship is docked, the more vulnerable that port is to a cyber attack. And we'll explain with Warren Parker. He's the chairman of the South Coast Cyber Center, joining us live. We appreciate the time. Warren, thank you. According from the stats from the Department of Transportation, the average container vessel, what they call dwell time, how long they're at the port, is on the rise, about 31 and a half hours in 2021. Some say, I guess that's a good thing. But what could happen within those 31 hours?
Well, there are a lot of things that can happen. First of all, thank you for having me. The maritime industry is particularly important to the United States and to the world economy. And these ships are particularly vulnerable because there are multiple stakeholders involved. You have ships that are flagged from various countries. You have ships that perhaps have outdated operational technology, informational technology. You have crews that are international in nature. You have a lot of competing interests in financial interest in the shipping industry. And all of that combines to make the shipping industry and our ports vulnerable to attack. Maersk, back a few years ago, was the subject of a hack, which shut down not only Maersk but a number of port facilities around the world and caused an estimated $300 billion in damage. Outdated cargo management, outdated power systems, all of those things make things vulnerable.
Yeah, just what you're pointing to, Warren, don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, that's what you're pointing to here on the screen of why this could be an issue there. Just a few of them, outdated or missing antivirus software. At a time like this in 2023, I mean, how could that be possible? Here you are, you know your vulnerabilities. As we continue to go through these, could there be advancements made now that you know where you're most vulnerable at?
Yeah, we think that there are a lot of advancements that can be made. There are people who are working on that. There are some innovations that can be made. There are companies around the world on the issues. For the average American, this is a critical issue. Here in South Carolina, for instance, we think that about 1 in 10 jobs are related to our ports. We have a huge manufacturing industry, and a lot of that manufactured goods goes out through ports. A lot of parts come in through ports.
Yeah. Ports, obviously, a big deal. Port City. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, so Port City, as it's dubbed. I just wanted to get to this. The impact on the average consumer. This obviously could get passed down to them. How?
Well, we saw a lot of that impact during COVID. Ports were shut down. When the supply chain is interrupted, you're going to get increased cost. You're going to get shortages, and that's what happened when our supply chain was interrupted by COVID here. So if it were interrupted by cyber attacks, the same things would occur. You would have shortages, you'd have increased prices.
Warren Parker joining us again with that This Week in Cybersecurity. Warren, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you.